Greetings from Jack and Stan with Robare and Jones Wealth Management. We wanted to give you some thoughts on the year that was 2020. We hope you had a Merry Christmas last week, although I'm sure many of you celebrated like we did differently than in years past. We wanted to share with you again some thoughts on 2020. You know, it's hard to believe that just over 12 months ago, we gathered with over 150 clients at Perry's to celebrate, 2019 and the season and talk about markets. Little did we know what 2020 would bring, and 2020 has really been one of extremes. You know, we saw markets trade into a bear market and out of a bear market, quickest on both sides in history. We saw the economy contract at over 30% in Q2, then expand by over 30% in Q3. We saw record low interest rates, WTI at -36, over 30 million jobs lost, with only about half of those recovered. And then the election in November, the markets traded down in October, but then in November, the best S&P 500 in history. So extreme has been really the word that is punctuated all of 2020. As we look forward to 2021, our hope and belief is that markets can get back to responding to more fundamental things like earnings, evaluation, and profits, and expansion and interest rates and those sort of things. From a team standpoint, as we faced COVID in early 2020, we moved initially to a virtual environment where all team members were working remote. Throughout the course of the year, we've moved to a mix of in-person and virtual, and our client meetings have been in Zoom from March on. We've been very intentionally active during that time, communicating to you our thoughts on market conditions, making changes, introducing new technology like you see listed here. We've also hired 3 new team members to serve our growing client base. We delivered meals to some clients in support of a local caterer that we worked with for over 10 years and made a contribution to the Houston Food Bank. So we've been very intentional in communicating and trying to reach out during this very unusual time. And we also had a fantastic November 21st Curbside Holiday event for our clients where we shared a treat with you. You donated to a local food bank. With your contributions that we matched, we were able to raise over 2,000 pounds of food for a local food pantry. So thank you very much for participating in that.
Well, every year brings its up and downs. I think it's safe to say that 2020 delivered extremes in every regard, not only in financial markets and the political landscape, but in the very way we live our daily lives. As 2020 comes to a close, there is no telling what next year has in store for us, but we will adapt and respond to whatever 2021 and beyond throws our way. We're committed to serving you so that you can spend less time worrying about financial markets and more time focusing on what really matters. Thank you for the continued trust and confidence you have placed in us. And from all of us here at Robare and Jones, have a safe and happy new year.